looking for a temporary housing situation pending a career move to DC. I saw an ad on Craigslist. I responded to it. Natalie contacted me immediately that day. I met with her, and right on the spot, she offered me the townhouse next door to her for rent by owner.
And a lot of people, are renting on Craigslist because it cuts out the idea of a real estate agent. You think you're saving money.
Well, there really aren't any type of services in that area for young professionals or college students, especially where they're looking to live. So it's very difficult, and you rely on Craigslist to find an extra roommate or just to actually find a great deal.
And how long had you been living there?
I've been living there for 8 months.
8 months.
And when she showed you the house, I mean, she had keys. It all seemed legit, right?
Yes, she changed the locks and actually had a key to the place. And so we looked at it, and it was a foreclosure. No one had lived there, but she had just purchased it. So we knew there were some maintenance things that needed to be done, but it was a great deal, and we thought she was legitimate.
And you put thousands of dollars into this place.
Yes, we have.
How much?
Well, total, we spent $14,000. Yeah.
You didn't get to,
And lots of physical labor, too,
yeah,
painting and fixing things. So.
Now, then you had to move right out immediately?
No, we're still there right now.
Okay.
We're actually trying to work with the real owners to see if we can work out a longer-term situation to stay or possibly purchase the home.
But take me to that moment where you get the knock on the door and you realize, wait a minute, this house belongs to somebody else.
It was completely shocking. We had our suspicions before, but obviously, I mean, who would honestly do something like that? It was out of the blue.
What were your suspicions?
There were several red flags. From the first month that I lived there, there were maintenance issues that clearly endangered our safety that she refused to fix. When I would get on her case about it, she would go to the extent of yelling at me and threatening to evict us. So it was very tumultuous. However, we knew something wasn't right, but we didn't have any proof. I mean, who would honestly do something like that?
And Scott, you were living in the same property owned by the same person. You were at $8,000. When did you find out?
Actually over 9,000. But I found out. So my story kind of started prior to April moving in. There was an abandoned house. And Natalie was actually my neighbor from years ago in a prior place. Her and her daughter. So, we kind of she lived beside my brother and I, and, that friendship based, never saw her for a while. Came back in, ran into her. She said she was a realtor. Oh my God, I was looking for a place. She said, I might have the perfect place for you. I just bought a townhouse. The one next door is vacant. And then it all kind of went.
And this was your first time buyer, right?
Exactly. So I was doing kind of the legwork on my own, looking on different websites and things, looking for places. Ran into her, she kind of sold me a false bill.
Now, she hasn't been charged with any crime, right?
No, she was arrested. She's out on bond, but she is still waiting for charges to be filed.
And she's put out a statement. She says, I legally subletted my house. I'm freaking out. I have a full-time job. I'm a single mom. There's 3 sides to every story.
Liar.
When you hear that, what do you think?
Well, the thing is, she used her daughter quite a bit. Anytime, like, I would put pressure, like, where's the contract for this place? I don't understand why I can't see it, all this stuff.
What was she
not knowing she was actually living there, renting in the same place?
Oh, my daughter's sick. I had to pick her up early from school. I mean, every
Always
excuse in the book, there was something. But, I mean, her statement's completely false. There's no paperwork or documentation supporting it.
Well, we wanted to see how easy it is to fall for these kind of scams on Craigslist and other sites like this. We placed an ad. Well, you'll see what we found out. What about that?